Well, our job, first off, is of course to introduce them to the city and let them know all the great things that there is to see and do when they're in Atlanta. And then, we really like to take the process the entire way from sales all the way through servicing the account. And so we work on things like helping them with venues. We do a lot of attendance building programs. That's one of the things that a lot of convention planners are looking for now, is help in really bringing the attendance into town. And of course we have a vested interest in that as well. And then we manage everything from security, working with the Congress Center, really anything that they need. I mean, it really is the ultimate definition of Southern hospitality. Well, I think Atlanta's a great destination for conventions and meetings because really from the very beginning, getting people here, 80% of the population can be in Atlanta within 2 hours by plane. We have an excellent drive-in market, even if you're having a show and bringing a lot of people, say for instance from the southeast or from the east coast, it's a very easy drive-in market. So accessibility is one of the keys. It's a great walking city. We have 12,000 hotel rooms within walking distance of the convention center, so convenience is very important. And then at the end of the day, when the show's over, we have a lot of attractions, a lot of restaurants, all within walking distance of the convention center, so people really are able to get the full experience. Well, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is really the cornerstone of our selling proposition. Whether you've got attendees coming internationally or domestically, 80% of the U.S. population can be in Atlanta within 2 hours. We're getting ready to build a new international facility which will expand our international flights. The merger of Delta and Northwest is going to bring in additional international gates to Atlanta. And then you've got the flexibility of once you're in the airport, if you're renting a car, we have a brand new rental car facility, easy access by train. You can be there in less than a minute in your car and into the city. Or you can take MARTA, which is our rapid rail system, and you can take that right in the terminal and you're downtown in 20 minutes. Well, of course, I love Atlanta because I'm a native of Atlanta. So not only am I looking for people to visit the city, they're really coming to visit my home. So I have a personal vested interest in making sure that everybody has a wonderful experience while they're here. I think the thing I keep hearing about from people who are visiting the city is really the manifestation of Southern hospitality. Every time you see people that are lost, people are stopping them on the street, asking to help, helping them find directions, walking in their cars. I used this story. I was coming out of my office one day, clearly late for a meeting as always, in my suit and tie, and there was a lady on the plaza. She was about 70 years old and clearly lost. And so I walked by and I said, can I help you? And she said, well, I've gotten turned around, I can't find my car. And I said, well, can you tell me what the garage looked like? And I figured it out pretty quickly. I said, oh, it's just a couple of blocks down here. And she said, thanks. I said, well, I'll walk you over there. I want to make sure you get there. And she goes, well, clearly you're in a hurry. And I said, no, I want to make sure you get there. And she goes, no one's ever done anything like that for me before. I said, well, that's the way we do things in Atlanta. And I mean, I really think that story can be told 100 times over from people who come in, whether it's your first time in the city or whether you're a regular. Well, we spent a lot of time with IAEE as we were planning, of course, for the event, and worked a lot, particularly, again, with them on attendance building opportunities and just helping sell the city and letting people know all the great opportunities that would be available to them coming to Atlanta. Of course, it's a great opportunity for us because we want to show off the city. And I mean, we just really could not be happier. As I've sort of walked the trade show and people have pulled me aside, I think the city's shown very well. Again, many compliments just on people who have helped other people as they've gotten turned around in the city. So again, that Southern hospitality has really come through. And I think, again, getting people to see how accessible the city is and experience it firsthand. One of the things I always tell people is, if you haven't been to Atlanta in the last 5 years, you really haven't been to Atlanta because of all the new development, all the upgrades we've done to the convention hotels, all the additional product that we've added around the park. And so it's one thing to try and tell that to people, but when you stand in the park and you look around the perimeter and you see the aquarium, the World of Coke, you see where the College Football Hall of Fame is going to be, you see where the Civil and Human Rights Museum is going to be, those are the things that really sell Atlanta. I love Atlanta.